right, so about movie review for Bugonia, I'll double up about an hour piece apart with or maybe the next day, Monday, with Black Phone. So Bugonia is a remake. All right, for y'all who don't know, Bugonia is actually a remake of a Korean film, and we're getting into that right now. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out the movie review playlist. All right, just got out the shower. Um, but Begonia is absurdist black comedy directed by Yorgis, whatever. So it is a English language remake of the 2003 Korean film Save the Green Planet by Jang Jong Han. So basically, the story of their particular version of it about 22 years earlier. Their story was, I don't know if you've seen it, I haven't, was that the main character, Lee Byung-gu, kidnaps another man convinced that the latter is an alien. They released in April 4th, 2003, and the English language remake of Bugonia title was released in the United States October 24th to 2025 this past week. So I'm not going to get too much into too much in it, but it stars Emma Stone. Reason I found out about this particular movie was because I seen the preview. I seen the previews, and I'm like, wow, it looks like a pretty good movie. When I went to see Black Phone, I said, yo, I would love to see this movie, right? So I went to see the movie, and it delivered. It was really good. I know a couple of people say, yeah, I seen the previews as well too. I wanted to see it. It looked good. So it was no crazy budget CGI or crazy, scenery or nothing like that. But it was just a really good storyline. It's kind of considered a comedy, like a dark horror thriller type of comedy. She played a really, really good role. I cannot get any spoilers because it's going to ruin the movie for you. So I will not get any spoiler. But in this one, they kidnap a woman, a powerful CEO woman known as, who Emma Stone is portraying, right? They kidnap her, and she's an asshole. She's the boss babe, CEO of a pharmaceutical company, and for the most part, she's a douche. She's a douche, and they kidnap her. And it's the two guys, Jesse Palomos, he really shined this movie with Emma Stone because it's not a crazy cast for this particular movie, okay? Because I'm one of those people that knows actresses and actors' name, and I watch something like to look it up. And Jesse Plemons, he's a really good actor. He was in El Camino, Breaking Bad. He was in Breaking Bad. I think the latter two seasons. He also was in Black Mirror, one of the series in Black Mirror. He did really, really good. I mean, it was him and Emma Stone, amazing acting in a particular movie. Also, they had an artistic character in there as well too. Aiden Delabis, I think, was an autistic character. Also had Alicia Silverstone in there, if you remember her from Clueless. Okay, so but nonetheless, she was a boss babe, douchebag. I mean, they really got right into it. It was 120 minutes long, I believe. So they got jiggy with it in this movie. Wasn't a whole, strung out. It wasn't a whole strung out, thing. For the most part, they showed her being an asshole, boss babe, G-Wagon, house. They come kidnap her. They prep for a kidnapper, drag her in there. Then as they kidnap her, obviously things start like memory flashbacks start coming back on why they kidnapped her, right? And it's really good how they pieced it together because you would think like, okay, it's no way it is. And then you'd be like, oh, this is what it was. And then it's like, okay, it was that, but it also was this. So the way they pieced it together was great. I mean, it didn't waste any time. It was 120 minutes of unwasted time. It was, everybody was quick hitters. They got to the point. They got to the abuse. They got to the torture. They got to the dialogue. It wasn't no strung out dialogue. They all got G with it. It was no fat on this goddamn steak on this. I know I like a little fat on my steak. So, and it's like once you think, okay, this is what it is, right? Once you think, okay, yeah, them motherfuckers tripping, and then it's just a thriller, then it's a twist, and then it ends on a cliffhanger. Which will it be a remake? Now, the budget for this particular movie was 45 to 55 million. So that's nothing. It was less than 128 minutes. It was 118 minutes, you know. So I would encourage people to see this movie. I don't think they had it at the, like where I live at, like the IMAX is the EMAX, right? So they didn't have it at the IMAX or nothing like that. But you like a good movie without hype, you know, but just it's just a really good movie, but it should have deserved the hype, but didn't get the hype because it didn't have a fancy but a large budget or fancy actresses and actors. It was really Emma Stone getting jiggy with it, showing her acting chops. Jesse Plemons showing his acting chops. They really got jiggy with it. It wasn't nothing but getting to business for this movie. And was it some little horror in there, little blood? Yes, you're gonna get blood in there. You're gonna get explosions. You're gonna get whooped on. It's gonna be a little bit of comedy in there. It's gonna be some little way left shit. Not like to the. You're not gonna see it in a movie, but it's going to be, how can I say, insinuated in a movie. Um, uh, but like I continue to say, it's just thriller, it's set up, thriller. And like I said, I think it's one of the best movies you probably was gonna miss, you know. So I'm glad 22 years later they did the remake to it. I think Emma Stone is one of the A-list actors. I don't have a problem getting credit where credit is due. She's a phenomenal actress, excuse me. Amongst actors and actresses, she's killed every role that I pretty much seen her in. Jesse Plemons, the brother right here to the young man right here to the right, phenomenal actor, phenomenal. I think he deserves his own film. Phenomenal. They did an excellent job in this movie, man. She acted her ass off. Jesse acted his ass off, and it was just, once you thought you got it, you didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Once you thought you got it again, then you didn't get it. So it was a really good movie, man. So I'm glad I went to see it. A little bit disturbing. I'm gonna say this. Um, it is a little gory, but not scary. But it's scary to the point where it makes you think. Like when they make movies like this, it makes you think like, is this shit really going on? So, and I think you know the answer to it. But hey, hit the link in the description. Check out the movie review playlist. If I had to say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would get this a strong 8. I'll give this a strong 8 for what it was. And mine's great and it's different. You got comedy, but on what this was and the recognition or the publicity that it didn't get, it was a strong 8. It was a strong 8. And I watched another movie, which I might go back and do a review of it. It's called On the Line with Mel Gibson. Oh, that was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. It came out a couple years ago. I might go back and review that movie. That was a good movie. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Hit the link tree. Check out the movie review playlist in the playlist. But hit the link tree. Join the Patreon. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.